action-packed edition of Sports Tonight has just kicked off from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakman. Is still a racy-pacey, action-packed world of sports in Nigeria. It's football all the way after the Super Eagles qualified for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. We're now looking for the champions of the first edition of the ITO Cup. Guess what? Aqua United. When they won it in 2015, there were a lot of questions now. Can they go all the way? In the continent, they didn't do so well. But this season, Aqua United has been on fire. First, they showed that they can make the top four, and then they gave us a brilliant run to the final of the ITO Cup. We're expecting a very tight final. Yes, we saw that when they took on Niger Tornadoes, but on penalties, Aqua United won. They are the champions of the first edition of the ITO Cup. We'll talk about it tonight on the program. I have the captain and someone else in the studio. They will join us later to talk about the ITO Cup when we get to that. Also on the show tonight, I'll talk about the latest FIFA rankings for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Y'all have been talking that very importantly, the Super Eagles should have a good position on the FIFA rankings so that the draw might be favorable for the World Cup. We'll talk about that one also on the show. Talk about the Nigeria National League. We now have the 4 teams that have qualified from the NNL to the NPFL. You want to know more about it because you guys follow this show. You know those teams are qualified from the Northern Conference. We'll have the 2 qualifying teams from the Southern Conference. We'll tell you tonight on the show also. Roger Federer, what's going on with Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal? The sort of tennis they're playing, admirable. Roger Federer defeated Rafael Nadal to win the Shanghai Masters, and he did it like a master. What else do you expect from Roger Federer? We'll talk about that one briefly on the program, but more from you when we get to that one. I was still celebrating the Nigerian Women's Premier League Super 4. We saw a beautiful show in Benin City, not just for women's football. He told us that if you put the right leadership in place, no square pegs in round holes, please. If you put the right persons in place, it is what you sow you will reap. We'll talk about that one also. Also on the menu, I see taekwondo, I see tennis, I also see table tennis. That tells you it's an action-packed world of sports. Let's bring you into everything that'll be going down tonight on the program. You know the show is not complete when you're not involved. Don't just watch. Come. Let us play for the love of the game. So much is going down. And our feedback mechanisms are still the same. It's open for you on Twitter. We're channels_sports. It's a verified Twitter handle. We do nothing but talk sports there. And when we start seeing your messages, the gingers will get ready to do some more talking. So talk to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook channels, I think sports. You can also send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. That's it right there. So questions, comments, suggestions, whatever it is you want to talk about, particularly fans of Aqua United. Let's hear from you guys tonight on the program. Just to also let you know that all our top stories can be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com and on YouTube/channelsweb if you're on the go, because everything is happening so fast. Action-packed all the sports. If you log on to m.channelstv.com, you can download the Channels TV app for your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your iOS, your Windows phones, and your Android phones. Any of those devices I just mentioned, just log on to m.channelstv.com. Follow the instructions, download the app. I'm part of everything I'll be doing tonight on the program. So wherever you're in the world watching us, welcome on board. This is the Fun Factory. We do nothing but talk sports right here. Let's begin with the 17th edition of the Lagos Governors Cup Tennis Championship. Let's play some tennis. Yes, we keep saying it. Nigerian players aren't doing so well at this championship. We've concluded the first leg. We're now in the second leg. None, I repeat again, none of the Nigerian players who played their first matches of the main draws of the second leg Futures 5 in the ongoing Lagos Governors Cup failed to live up to expectations, as they could not survive the superior power of their better experienced foreign counterparts. On Monday, that's today, Hugo Lago of Spain defeated Christopher Andrew Todo of Nigeria in straight set of 6-1, 6-1. Ivorian Joel Meda also defeated Emmanuel Idoko 6-2, 1-6, 7-5. Chandri Stool of England got the best of Michael Oluwatosin Oshewa in straight set of 6-love, 6-2. All in the men's single. It was the same story for the women. Oh my God, what's going on? As the local girls suffered the same fate as their male counterparts. Angel McLeod, good one for the future, but let's watch her career closely because she needs this sort of experience to get better. Angel McLeod was coming from injury to play in the main draw. Courtesy of the wild card that she received was stopped by former champion Tadjeta Majeric from Slovakia in straight sets of 6-love, 6-1. I don't care. I don't care whatever happened to Angel McCloy. The fact that she's getting good experience into the bag, playing top-class tennis players, and that's just good news for tennis in Nigeria. Canada-based Nigerian Nifemi Akimbi was also stopped 6-1, 6-1 by Mexican Ana Sofia Sanchez. So, it didn't go well for the Nigerian team. Same thing we saw in the first leg. Second leg starting the same way. But look, don't bother about it. Just see that they are getting good experience playing tennis. And that's what competitions do. The more competitions we organize for our players, they get better. So, well done, Angel McCloy. Well done, Itodo. Well done, Idoko. You guys just keep giving it a shot. Nigerian Tennis Federation organize more competitions, give them exposure, and they'll keep getting better. Let's leave that now from the lawn to proper table tennis. Let's talk about table tennis before we go to Taekwondo now. What do I have here? You know, Nigerian junior table tennis players, they are in Egypt, taking part in the International Table Tennis Federation Championship tagged the Junior Open. Debutant, that's him right there. He's just 12 years old. Taiwo Mati, put down that name, Taiwo Mati. He was not intimidated in any way by the pedigree of his opponents, and even when he was not seeded, he played with a lot of determination, and this indeed paid off for the Ondo State-born star, who went on to win 2 gold medals at the championship in Egypt. He's just 12. Now, puts his name down. And the Nigeria Table Tennis Federation, this kind of guy that traveled out of the country with so much confidence, didn't say, oh my God, wasn't frightened, played Egyptians, won 2 gold medals, then that is one for the future. He's just 12 years old, and that's really, really good. That's not just the story for Mati. He was also awarded the most improved player at the 2017 Challenge at Nigerian Open last August. So you see, he's making progress. Last August, he won that, most improved player. He has gone to Egypt now, and he has won 2 gold medals. We need to support this sort of player for him to keep getting better. So that's it. We'll continue to monitor everything that is going on there. And guess what he said? This youngster says he has been watching and is inspired by Aaron Okwadri. That everything that Aaron Okwadri is doing is following it, and that is what has been inspiring him. So you see, we need more Aaron Okwadris, more persons that these youngsters can look up to. And if administration is top-notch, that means we'll take the pressure off football. I mean, if you have like 5 Aaron Okwadris, Tokyo 2020 will be a blessing for Nigeria. And if you have that from table tennis, you have in tennis, you have in taekwondo, you have in cricket, you have in different sports, then we'll take the pressure off football.